Hi everyone, I'm Luke, that conscious living guy, and today I'm going to share you my top tips on getting a natural, streak-free tan, so let it roll. So my first tip is to exfoliate before you apply the fake tan. I exfoliate with like a loofah. You need to focus on your elbows, both of them, your hands and your knees as well, and also your feet, a beard or a little bit of stubble. It does go a little bit patchy, I find, between there, and it's a little bit hard to kind of blend in a bit, but you can still definitely have it if you want a fake tan. So yes, I'm about to get a shower. I'm going to obviously exfoliate. Afterwards, I'm also going to moisturise. That's my second tip. So you need to moisturise, again, focusing on your elbows, your knees, and use a different face moisturiser for your face, depending what you're using. I tend to like using coconut oil because it's really easy, it's mega cheap, and it doesn't, once obviously it's soaked in, you just wipe the excess off and then it's all fine. Right, so I'm out of the shower, I'm fully dried everywhere. You will soon see me in my Speedos. Hey. And basically I'm going to start applying the fake tan. Now for the application, you're going to need either a small towel or a small cloth, just to buff out if you get any fake tan on like your palms. You can use a tanning mitt. If I'm honest, I don't really tend to use tanning mitts. One, they don't last long at all, and they always fall apart. Two, somehow end up getting fake tan on the front of my hands, on my fingertips. They're just really messy. And three, they actually soak up your tan. So because they're a sponge, they soak up your tan so much that you actually lose quite a lot of your tan. You're going to need the cloth that you've got for a buffer, a pair of washing up gloves. I tend to get these extra strength gloves just because they last longer. Obviously it's less waste for the planet, and they're much thicker as well, so they're less likely to tear. Obviously I put one of the gloves on. This is going to be for my left side of my body. I'm going to show you the tan that I use as well. It's called Awesome Bronze by a company called Beauty Pie. This tan, I don't think there's a lot on the market where you don't have to moisturise. With this one you don't have to. So I've not moisturised today. It has the built-in moisturiser in with it. There's a couple of other reasons why I use this tan. It is pretty much idiot proof to get streaks with this. And I've used this for about 1.5 years now. The smell, it smells really nice. It doesn't smell of biscuits like most fake tans, and it's really cheap, like mega cheap. I pay like a discount, a monthly subscription. I pay £10 a month. So this gets me, if I wanted to, I could get 4 of these, because these are retail recommended price, full price of 25 or 30 quid, I think. But I think they work out at about £10. So they're the reasons as well. I think there's a couple of other. Literally, you can't get streaks with this. I love it. And I like the colour of it. Like it when it fades. Now I've got a little bit left on. I don't know if you can probably see. Maybe on my arms they're a little bit lighter here, and probably on my chest it's probably already gone. It always goes on your chest quicker, just because so obviously don't forget to shake your fake tan, and away we go. So I'll do about 2 squirts for my left side. I apply a bit of a layer like this, and I just pretty much rub it as much as I can everywhere. Make sure I'm getting every nook and cranny. It's very hard to tape this, but I'm going to try. Yeah, so make sure you get it all over, rub it all in. As you can see on my hands, there's quite a lot left on here. So I tend to kind of bend my thumb around, only very gently, because you want to make sure that you're only tanning your skin and not your nail. I also do the same. I cut my hand like this, and I kind of like rub it over, as well as going in between my fingers like so, kind of like I'm washing my hands, but I'm not. And as you can probably see, like my hand, it just kind of looks normal. You realise how white I am on that side. So I'll show you again. I'm doing 2 layers, by the way, guys. I'm doing 2 layers because I like to be really, really dark. As dark as possible. So I'll show you again. I kind of make sure with this tan, you can see where it's been. You can see where it's been applied. And it makes it really, really easy to kind of rub it all in. Make sure you're getting like your elbows all fine. Right up here on your shoulders. Around your shoulders, making sure it's all even. And then I've got my hand again. So I'm rubbing it in as much as I can, kind of making sure that it's all rubbed in, even on this side as well. And again, on my thumb, I'm making sure that it doesn't go on my nail. Again, I'm doing the same. If you can see, I bent my fingers, like so. And now I'm rubbing in the fake tan, kind of like my knuckles that are clenched. And then also doing this action just to make sure that the sides are all fine. So once I've done that hand, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to make sure with my other cloth that I've not got anything like this. So this is not good. You don't want that. And making sure there's any tan marks on the palm of my hand that shouldn't be there. Where my nails are. And just around about the edges. A little bit here. There's not really a lot, to be honest. And then I tend to just wait until that's dried a little bit. Can make it a little bit faster with a hairdryer. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do, I can see there's a little bit here that isn't as even as the rest of it. I've also got as well, which is really good, I've got a mirror in front of me so I can see everything what I'm doing. So all of this I can see. And I can see where it's been rubbed into and where it isn't. Definitely here that wasn't even rubbed in at all. Now, I like to double check things with tan in general. With this tan, not so much, because I'm going to show you my back is going to be really, really streaky when I put the tan on. When I take it off, it won't be streaky at all. Somehow, this tan is like... It's probably the best on the market that I've tested. I've tested every single tan out there. Maybe about 10 years ago, I used to pay £50 for a fake tan, and it was really good. It lasted about 7 days, but it just, the streaks that I used to get, it was really hard to put on because it didn't mark where it was, and it costs a lot of money. And for like a tan, like I don't really want to be spending that much, every couple of months. So with this one, I am going to be kind of pretending that this tan's not going to, blend in as well, just to make sure, that you're getting a nice even tan. So this side is completely dry. I want to just show you, like in between my hands have been tanned as well. When you apply it, so you apply it like this, and then you rub. The reason why you do this is because your little cracks in your hands don't get tanned if you just go like this. And then when you got it, that's a telltale sign on your hands that you've not got a real tan. It's a fake tan. That's why I always say, like, your elbows and your knees, as well as all of your neck and your face, are really important to make sure that you get a really, really nice even tan. So, again, I'm going to go to my right hand now. And I'm going to do the same again. Now, if there's certain parts of your body where you find they're really, really difficult to tan, I would get a friend to do it. I'm a little bit double jointed, so you'll see when I do my back, it is a bit weird, but I'm just blessed to have been double jointed. So I can cover the whole of my back with just both my hands, with no weight. But obviously if you can't do that, then, get someone else to help you if you've got a friend to do it. Most funny part of this video is going to be when you see what I look like tomorrow morning. Because a lot of people, I know a few people, not a lot, that do fake tan, just because a lot of people like sunbeds, but I know a few people that do fake tan, and they do it, on the night. I've done it on the night just because it's easier. If I was actually going out to work, obviously with the lockdown, I'm not. But if I was, I'd actually do it in the morning. And then I've got obviously 8 hours at work. And then I'd come back and then I'd just wash it off. Obviously a lot of people aren't really that confident about that. When I have it on my face, you'll probably see throughout the video, the next thing is on my face. Just because I feel like your arms, your hands, and your face and neck are the most important. Obviously, if you're a woman, it's going to be your chest, your legs. Don't really matter which way you put your fake tan on. But you need to make sure, obviously, that everything is all blended in and there's no there's no white bits. We don't want no white bits. So, another tip, do not put any fake tan on your lips. Because you do it on your lips, you just look a little bit weird. You have your lips go a little bit brown, but don't keep the natural colour of being a bit pink, and it all just makes your face look a little bit weird. I actually can't believe I'm doing this on YouTube, but if you didn't already know, I've got my own Instagram. And I actually put up a post, I believe it was this week. Might have been Sunday, I can't remember. But I put a post on asking what my next video should be, and does anyone want to know my fake tan tips? And 10 people voted. There's been a lot of requests from friends because they know that I do fake tan, and they never understand how I get it so good. No streaks, nice and natural. So I just thought, why not share it with everyone, and then at least that I'm helping people as well. You don't really tend to put any on your ears, just in case anyone was kind of wondering. And on your neck, obviously you need to make sure that it goes right up to your hairline, right behind your ears. And it goes all around your neck. Probably the most awkward bit is this bit here for some reason. I've missed it a couple of times, and it it looks really funny because you just have a triangle of white bits here. Obviously I look really, really tanned. It's probably the lighting. I don't think the lighting's, but I look really, 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 really tanned. I've got a little bit on my ear piercing. It actually feels really, really nice to do it on my face. You can kind of massage your face. Oh, it's actually really lovely. Now, as you can see on my face, I've got no kind of white patches. It's all blended in very well. I've even blended in this little bit. It looks a bit white actually there, so we'll just put a little bit, just to make sure that it's not. However much fake tan you want on your chest, I tend to start off at the top here and kind of blend everything in, even up here again. As you can see here, there's a bit of here, so just make sure that when you are putting your arms down, you're not getting your extra fake tan on your arms, because you've already done your arms. Make sure obviously to blend everything in down here. This little bit here. Obviously I'm going to make sure I've got a nice tan line, thick tan line. I'm going to focus on this bit now. And like as you can see, there's going to be like darker spots everywhere. You'll see obviously tomorrow that it's not going to not blend in. I just need to do this little bit here. It's kind of weird, but a lot of people don't tan where their armpits are. I think that's another telltale sign. Not that I'm going to be walking about naked, but the under your arm part is probably the biggest giveaway. Like, it's not perfect around underneath your arm, but obviously you want it to be as blended in as possible. So we're going to try and do my back now. I do struggle with this because, see, I'm normally in front of the mirror. Now, I normally don't do my legs, but obviously for this video, my back is a bit of a mess, but I am going to do my legs. So obviously, big circle motions. I tend to start kind of in the inside leg and then move over to the outside leg, right, outside thigh. Obviously make sure that all your higher thigh is all blended in and wiped in, just to make sure that you're getting that all done. Now obviously knee time, so I tend to do it like this. So all the way around, make sure that you've got the heel, not the bottom of your heel there, and then go only just on your toes, because you do it a little bit too much, again, you're going to want to go your toes, push them down a little bit, make sure that they're all even on the sides, nowhere near your nails. And as you can see, it's all blended in. Obviously my face is really dark. It does look a bit orange on the video, but I won't be orange tomorrow. I 100% guarantee that this won't look orange. A little bit of extra tan there. So just going to double check obviously my hands again, just to make sure. If you really wanted to, and you've not got a really good tan, you could buff all this out as well, now that it's all dry. Obviously I'm going to wait for this to develop. On the bottle it says 4 to 6 hours. I'm going to leave it for 8 hours because I really like my sleep. And you'll see what I look like in the morning. And this is what you're going to look like when you wake up in the morning. My hands have gone quite well. You can kind of tell on this, my palms are very white. And let's see if you can see my back. No streaks whatsoever. I'm gonna go get a shower now and we'll see how it turns out. Sadly, I won't be staying this dark because this is all the excess that's on the top of the skin. So I'll be much lighter. So I'm all showered. As you can see, it's all nice and smooth, natural looking. Even my elbows, I'm going to zoom in on my elbows. Like they're just absolutely a little bit darker, probably because of the skin on your elbows a little bit darker, but there's no kind of weird white lines or anything. Even if you look at my back, there's literally no tanning lines whatsoever, which is great. Even my face is, yeah, really nice and tanned. The bonus for tanning as well is your teeth look ridiculously white. Like, they're so white, I love it. There was my top tips for getting a natural even looking tan. One more thing as well, obviously I was going to show you how white I was before. And that's how white I was, just so you can kind of see how dark you go and how even it is. It's what I tend to do as well is I tend to do this about every 3 days, just to get like a nice even tan and keep it tanned, because it does start to fade. I wash my face twice a day, exfoliate it probably about twice a week, and then obviously get showers daily as well. Your tan's gonna come off, but with this tan, it's really good at kind of like fading naturally. You don't really go patchy, which is really good. Yeah, so that's everything for today. Thank you very much for watching my video. Please don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Don't forget to treat people with kindness, and I'll catch you in the next one.